What's up, y'all? It's Ayo Stiff, and as you can tell by the title of this video, we're going to talk about the pros and cons and the future of Dragon Ball. As we already know, we already are getting a remake of Dragon Ball Battle of Gods, Dragon Ball Super Battle of Gods. Well, it's really just Dragon Ball Z, really, but yes, Dragon Ball Z Beerus, and it's really all I can say is we're eating good far as the community. I have seen on social media multiple times, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, or even just YouTube in comments. I've seen some people like it. Some people are happy for they excited they like it. Then some just hate it. I've seen one, and this one really coming by surprise when I see this where it was one comment on YouTube where no, not YouTube, it was on Instagram. It was a post about the Dragon Ball remake, and this person said that I don't know why they even did a remake. They should just go ahead and give us Moral. This is a waste of time. And when I seen that, I'm like, not really. This is very much needed, and that's what we're gonna talk about in this video. What, like I said, pros and cons, future of Dragon Ball. So, before we get into the pros and cons, real quick, let's start with the future of Dragon Ball Super going forward with these remakes. So, as we already know, we already have, starting with Dragon Ball Z Battle Gods, we already have 3 versions of it. And now with them making this remake, that's 4. We have 4 versions. We have the anime, we have the manga, the movie, and now we're getting a remake of it, right? And from what we all see, I'm pretty sure by this point now everybody's seen the trailer. Of course we have. We all seen the trailer, and it looks phenomenal. I mean, it's wonderful. You like the visual effects, the lighting, the drawing, the animation, everything. Like it's perfect. It's remade to it looks so crisp, so crispy. So how this is going forward with the future, this is really a good thing for us because if you really think about it, they didn't give us a date for the Moral arc. Some people are suspecting it might come out next year. Me personally, I'm suspecting 2028, right? At the soonest 2027. I'm talking about late 2027, but at the correct time or latest 2028, right? They're giving us it's already been confirmed we're getting the remake of Battle of Gods, Dragon Ball Beerus, and then it's also been confirmed that we're getting Frieza arc, the Resurrection F, right afterwards. So those 2 are confirmed. I haven't seen a lot of posts and people reacting to. There's been saying there's certain leaks and confirmations that they're gonna remake the whole Dragon Ball Super. Don't really know how reliable that information or those leaks are because some people do just be saying it just to get views and comments and all that and attention, and they just be lying without no type of evidence to back it up. So just for the sake of this video, let's say they are going to make a remake of the whole Dragon Ball Super, and me personally, I actually believe they will. I do, and I'll explain why. So first, starting off why I think why, just to get that out of the way. Again, Moral arc, again, like I just said, that's not going to come out to like either next year or 2028. That's more than enough time, the time period of them to remake all of Dragon Ball to give us something to watch while we wait. They already made us wait for like what 7-8 years since Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power. I mean, yeah, we got the Broly, we got Superhero, and we got Daima. That kept us entertained. But as far as season 2 of Dragon Ball or like the next arc, it's been years, and we've been waiting patiently, waiting for it. And now that it's finally back, that was more than enough time for them to come up with all types of ideas and remake all the episodes and everything. It's also been said that they're going to implement some manga interactions and panels from the manga itself into the remake of Beerus and Resurrection F. So it's now going to be manga accurate, right? So that is going to really clean up some plot holes, and that's what I mean when I say about the pros and cons. So I'm not gonna get into that just yet. But first, the future of Dragon Ball, this is looking good Because now, if they do decide to make a remake, it's going to give us something to watch while we wait. And another thing too, I did see this. This is another thing too, for the future of Dragon Ball. It's gonna help with. It's gonna help with animation wise, right? Again, I did see another comment, and this one was half true. It was half true. This person said, "We the fans don't need a remake of anything in Dragon Ball Super," and it's half. This person was half right. We the fans don't need a remake, but the animation itself does, and everybody can agree with me on that because there's been certain parts in Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, those two specifically, and you guys know what I'm talking about. I know we've all seen the pictures and the still images that people have caught from watching them. That animation was it was terrible. So them making this remake and fixing all that for the anime itself, it needed it. But us fans, we didn't need it. But hey, we're not complaining. We're gonna watch it anyway. Now let's get into the fun stuff, the pros and cons. This is where it really gets interesting. Now the pros, right? The first pro is the remakes. Okay? Again, a lot of people think we don't need this remake. It's going to be a waste of time. Think about it. Every single time Dragon Ball has given us a remake, it has always been worth it and it has always been fire. As far as I'm concerned, we have gotten 2 remakes in the series. I want to go ahead and say three, and I'll explain it. So you guys might be thinking or wondering, well, what remakes you talking about? I'm not talking about like anime remakes, but I'm talking about character remakes. And I'll say making some characters canon or making certain things canon. Number 1, we'll go with I'm gonna say Goku Black, right? Now, I know off rip you're confused. Like, how is that a remake? GT gave us Baby Vegeta. So in Baby Vegeta, even though GT wasn't as good, there were still certain aspects from GT that you can agree that it was good. Like we had Super Saiyan 4, Goku and Vegeta, Gogeta. Then we had Baby Vegeta. Baby Vegeta go hard. I don't care what anybody says. Baby Vegeta go hard. So since that's a GT exclusive of there being a copy of Vegeta or an imposter, right? Super basically made the opposite for Goku Black. And everybody loved Goku Black, right? The second remake, Broly. DBZ Broly. Everybody knows DBZ Broly, right? He was a fan favorite. Almost everybody loved him. But when we got that movie, when the movie came out, what was it? I think it was 2018, if I'm not wrong, 2018. When we got Dragon Ball Super Broly, and everybody seen the remake of him, he's canon now. He actually has a good backstory. He doesn't, just yell Kakarot, and everything about him was so much better, like so much better in so many ways. That was a W remake. The third remake, which we got, I'll say recently, not like recently as in now or a couple of weeks ago, but recently, Super Saiyan 4. It's now canon, and they remade it, and I mess with it. It looks cool. I like this Super Saiyan 4 from Daima. It looks cool. So what I'm saying is, in general, for these remakes, every time they do some type of remake or, remake it into the anime, the canon timeline, right? It's always fire. It's always fire. Like, I'll say that Dragon Ball does not sail on giving us those, remakes in a good way. So I'm really excited for this Beerus Frieza arc and so forth. If they decide to do everything else like Goku Black, the Tournament of Power, the Universe 6 saga, even if they do Broly and Superhero into episodes, it's gonna look nice. So yes, we are in for a treat. Another pro is fixing the plot holes. This is something that's been going on with Dragon Ball for like the longest time ever, and it's the plot holes. Every time they introduce something new in an anime or through a different series of Dragon Ball, and they say in its canon, it creates a plot hole that doesn't match up. The biggest one now that everybody is going to talk about, Super Saiyan 4, Daima. How does this implement? Because it's canon, so how does this implement now into Super? Well, guess what? With them making these remakes, it's now going to fix those plot holes. And that's going to give us clarification on certain things. And honestly, it'll just make it easier for us to understand why certain things didn't happen. Like, why didn't Goku use Super Saiyan 4 against Beerus? Why didn't Goku Black go Super Saiyan? In the manga he went Super Saiyan, but he doesn't. So it's definitely gonna clear up some stuff with these remakes. It's definitely gonna be really good. And as far as I'm concerned going forward, I think that's as many pros. I mean, those are the two best pros. Those are the only pros I can think of. You guys can think of some more. Let me know in the comment section below. Let's go. Now we're gonna talk about the cons, right? The first one I want to say, and this is actually true. This one, it's a nuanced way, because now with them implementing certain things from the manga into the anime, right? It makes you wonder, what are they going to keep and what are they going to get rid of? For example, they could add in the Super Saiyan for Goku Black, him going Super Saiyan in Rose. That's going to be perfectly fine. That's not going to, change up anything. It's just him going Super Saiyan and then Rose. It'll match up just fine. But here's a big one. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. How is that going to work? In the manga, Goku doesn't use that. Him and Vegeta use controlled Super Saiyan Blue, or full. I think it's called Control, and that's gonna. I don't know how that's gonna work. Is he gonna get to use that form too, and then also have Kaioken in his back pocket, or are they just gonna scrap Kaioken? And if they do scrap it, then that's gonna create some problems going forward with how games are gonna go about it, and certain things that's already happened before. So this remake would have to remake literally everything going forward. So that's the thing I'm really worried about as a con. Now again, they might find ways to fix this, and it's like no worries, but it is an idea that pops up in your head like, well, hey, if they're doing this, then this could happen. So that's a con. The second con I want to point out too is, are they going to remake the movies, right? Now, they can make them into into episodes. They make them into episodes, but are they going to like change it up like they've done before, like where it does match the manga? Because their whole goal now is to make it match the manga. And to some movies, I mean, if it gets made into episodes, it's gonna be done the exact same way. For example, Broly in the manga wasn't shown. It was just it was like one or two panels where it just said, shortly after turn of power, Goku and Vegeta fight Broly, and then that's it. It doesn't show the fight or nothing. The movie is the only scene of us seeing actual fighting. So if they make it into episodes, it's going to be the exact same thing, or is there going to be something different? Because Dragon Ball has always, when it came to anime, has always steered away from the manga. So I don't know how this remake is going to go into that. It's a lot of pros and cons, but the biggest thing about this is that this remake is definitely going to be worth it. It's going to give us stuff to watch while we're waiting for the granola. I'm not granola. I mean, I'm waiting for that too, honestly, but waiting for the moral arc. And don't even worry about granola. If we don't get moral arc until like 2028, dude, we're not getting granola until like 2029. I'll even say 2030. Okay, 2030. So don't even worry about that. That's still far off. But this remake is definitely something that I wish everybody was excited about. Some people aren't, and it's really a good thing because it helps a lot. But you can't please everybody. But yeah, that's definitely what I wanted to talk about, because it's some ideas, like pros and cons, that I thought of, and I'm just like, how's this gonna work? This could happen, that could happen, so if you guys have any pros or cons that you thought of for this remake, or future things that could happen or that will affect anything in the story itself, let me know in the comment section down below. But with that being said, that's it. That's all I had to say. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. And like I said again, for the last time, if you guys feel a different way or have anything you thought of yourself, let me know down below. With that being said, I'm going to catch y'all later.